So Dr. Benjamin Bickman, professor of Birmingham Young University and a scientist on insulin resistance and author of the book Why We Get Sick. Why we get sick?
Right. So when I wrote Why We Get Sick, I wanted to take all of my research and put it into one single source. Why We Get Sick is intended to help people understand how at the heart or at the root of most chronic diseases, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, fatty liver disease, infertility, that while they're all very different problems, they have one thing in common, which is the most common metabolic problem in the world, insulin resistance. So Why We Get Sick covers a few different parts. What is insulin resistance and why does it matter? Where does it come from? And then what to do about it. So that's the good news, that as much as most people around the world are suffering from poor metabolic health, it's something that we can change very, very quickly just through changing our lifestyle.
And any suggestions on the change of the lifestyle?
Right, yeah, I have a few key pillars, but I break them down into the simplest two. One, control carbs. In other words, don't get so many carbohydrates that are spiking glucose and spiking insulin. And a good thing to remember is focus on fiber. So getting good fiber is very smart. And then second, frequently fast. Now fasting can be difficult, but it is the fastest way to improve insulin resistance, to get rid of it. And one way to help with fasting so you don't feel so hungry is to focus on things like yerba mate. Yerba mate can make the intestines release chemicals that help the brain feel not hungry, and it helps the intestines slow down. So when we do eat, the food stays a little longer and we eat a little less and we can fast a little easier.
So why feel great then?
Right, yes, so Feel Great is smart as a scientist because it allows us with two simple products to address those two simple pillars. Control carbs, both balance and Unamate help control carbs. Even Unamate has been shown to reduce the glucose and the insulin in response to eating starches and sugars, but then also frequently fast. Both balance will put something in your tummy and help you feel less hungry, and Unamate will help stimulate hormones to tell the brain that you don't need to eat.
And for the last 6 years, I think we've been hosting you in the Middle East for lots of health symposium in Dubai and in Jordan, and now you are flying back to Dubai. Now we are in Belgium. Well, why you are in Belgium?
Yeah, I'm delighted. This is my first time, by the way, in Belgium. I'm loving it. Yeah, I'm here in part because your team, which continues to grow worldwide, continues to want to hear the latest science. And I am a scientist. I'm a full-time professor and scientist at my university. And so when I get invited to these meetings, I just look at it as another opportunity to teach a new class. I'm the professor today teaching a lecture about metabolic health. And my hope is always that the students leave here having learned enough that now they can go teach someone else.
And it's great to always learn from you, and we hope you'll become a very good student.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Dr. Benjamin.